lastly, Equinox Meridian with the Beatrix Malriths again. Okay, that's probably my biggest criticism of Equinox Aurora as a whole, because in general, I really like it. I thought it was cool. They just gave us 3 new Lufenia stages to just go in, and they were locking characters out. It was cool. It was a fun little challenge. But my one criticism is this stage, simply because it's this boss again. How many times are they going to give us this boss? It was cool when we first saw it because it was a brand new boss, but that was forever ago, back when Beatrix first debuted on Global. And then we saw them again for Beatrix's Lost Chapter, and I'm probably getting the order wrong here, but I think you get my point. And then one of them came back for Tier 13 in Entropy, and then Balthier came along, and then what boss are they going to use? Hey, how about this boss? And now they're here again. Like, how is it that so many global exclusive events is just these stupid things? You have so many bosses in the repertoire there, and you're going to just keep giving us these things? Like, come on. It's like you're not even trying at that point, which is a little upsetting, but it's alright. They are kind of annoying this time around because they gave them a sap orb. They're definitely pushing Shantotto for this fight. You know, they gave her the rework and everything. She's got the poison, so yeah, definitely pushing her for this. That's why I brought her. But you also want heavy dispels, because everyone remembers these things and how often they buff, and how fat that heal is at the very beginning if you don't dispel it. And of course, trying to dispel one by one, more than likely, you're not going to get rid of that healing. So it's better to just get rid of all of them. So I brought 2 people who can do that, Arciela and Beatrix, and it worked out. Oh my god, how could I forget Abyss Perfectum, that infamous Blue Dagger stage? We saw these things again there, smack dab in the middle. You get my point? Enough with these stupid things. Enough. And people were mad about Doulahan. They only brought him back 1 time. These things, we've had to fight these things like 5 or 6 times. Enough already. But it was cool dusting off Beatrix and Arciela. Actually, and Shantotto. I haven't used any of these characters in forever. Like a really long time ago. Shantotto, as far as her rework is concerned, I like it. I mean, I'm probably not going to use it that much, but it's pretty cool for what she does. From what I gather, and I'm sure someone's going to correct me in this because all of this information probably isn't correct. I'm kind of just going off of memory here and what I've observed from playing, so don't take what I'm saying as fact, okay? Cool. Her skill 1, that arrow, attacks twice if her debuffs are on. You can either skill 2 or EX, and it will inflict the appropriate debuffs for skill 1 to follow twice. And if you LD, she'll recover one of those uses. And I kept screwing that up. There's a couple times here, I think like 2 or 3 times, where I thought the debuff was on, and I throw out the skill 1 and she only does it once. So that's my mistake. Trial and error, I suppose. Beatrix is also here to deal with that stupid recast right there, because good luck going in there with Last Stand, because it hits twice. So any recast that hits twice is going to just ignore Last Stand. Chances are it'll drop you to 1 and then kill you. But with Beatrix, all damage is 0 no matter what, like so. Awesome. Sure, there's other things you could do. You could probably like sets or call it, freeze it or something. That might work. Sure, even Golbez, even though these things do resist dark, but he imperils for himself, so it shouldn't really be a problem. They are going to keep pushing it off though, because they cleanse at 3 thresholds, just like the Beatrix Lost Chapter. And the Balthier Abyss. It's the same fight again. Yeah, the thresholds are 69, 49, and 29, where they cleanse all their debuffs and buff like hell, and put the healing back up, so you want to get rid of that. Because it's like, I want to say it's like 5%, maybe more, that they gain back. It's crazy. It's a lot. So I wouldn't deal with it if I were you. So in order to stay alive, we are utilizing the Shantotto LD for the frame stun and the Beatrix recast. They're immune to HP silence too, so Arciela is not here for HP silence whatsoever. She's here mainly for a little bit more support and for some extra dispels, because that skill 1 just gets rid of all the debuffs. So we came prepared. This isn't the first run I did of this. I actually ran through it first with Eldnarsh instead of Beatrix, and it probably worked out a little better, I definitely got it in less turns, but I wanted to use Beatrix. You know, I'm replaying FF9 again. Her boss came back. Figure I might as well just bring her. It's been a minute. And I'm hyped for that, for those LD boards when she gets them. So, yeah. There's some favoritism going on here, definitely, in this run. Which is cool. I mean, it's not like I have to just low turn count stomp everything all the time. It's nice to just mix it up, have some fun with stuff we haven't used in a while. That's what we're doing here. But you brought synergy. I really don't care. Shut up. I don't care. Like, she just got released, Shantotto. She just got updated. I don't want to hear it. Despite favoritism, though, Beatrix is the clear swap, because this is kind of an odd position where one of them is ready to crack us open with the recast, and the other one just used his. And Beatrix does not have the safeguard up, so I figured now would be as good a time as any to spam them and get both of them ready to rebuff. Because Shantotto, I'm pretty sure, only has one LD left, so I want to go into that burst and utilize the second one. But their health threshold is going to be very important in that process, because the last thing I want to do is go into this burst, use that stun, and then accidentally knock one of them down under 49%, because that means I just wasted a stun, which we don't want. If it weren't for that sap orb, it wouldn't matter. If it was a different kind of orb, like a dispel orb, we probably could have just rushed this down and dispelled them whenever they rebuffed and just kind of kept it going, but it's a sap orb, so they have to act at some point. Speaking of, I think we're about ready to get into this now. Should be anyway. Yes, let's go. So, her new burst rotation, maybe there's a better one, but I at least like to get 2 of those rage arrows off, because that's where her damage is now. It's that skill. So we have the debuffs on, so she was able to do it twice. This way. And now the order doesn't matter that much, so we can just EX, get this back. But we do want to recover that first skill. So let's pop an LD. $52 though, that's, yeah, 52 and 64, we got to hammer on this one for a while. We got to ignore A as much as possible. So let's even this up. There will be a little bit of splash from this, but not enough to really make much of a difference. It'll be close, but not quite, which is exactly what we want. Okay. It is awkward that these things absorb dark. Excuse me, not absorb, resist dark. And a bunch of Shantotto's kit is dark damage, but she imperils all the elements anyways. And even though it still says resist, she's still capping, or at least close to it, so it's not that big of a deal, really. Okay, good timing. Well, not quite. I wish it was Arciela's turn so she could get rid of the buffs right now, but she's in the back. So that was a little mistimed. Let's get them stunned. You know what else I probably could have done is brought Diablos instead of Ramuh, because Diablos just knocks out all their buffs, so that probably would have been smarter as well. But I wanted to opt for the extra stun just to stay alive. Yes, our damage is kind of cut right now, but it's okay. We're still hitting decent. It's not terrible. But let's get rid of these. I think on Shantotto's turn here I screw up. I think I assume that the debuffs are on and they're not. Yeah, once Shantotto goes. Okay, she's back. She's got 3 of these. We need to reapply that debuff, so let's do it. Which is perfect timing, because she's got another turn in the summon, so she can Clim Hazard. Yeah, see right there. I thought it was up, it wasn't. Whoops. Alright, you can drop the Clim. This way. B is already stunned because of Ramuh, so we won't get hit. He'll want to hit us with the recast next time. He, she, I don't know, who cares? Probably she. So now we have our safeguard ready to stay alive. Okay, now this is up. No, it wasn't. Oh no, actually, that was skill 2. My bad. My bad. I put the debuff back on with skill 2. That's what I did. My mistake. 4 of them. But now what I'm more worried about is dropping one of them down to 29 before they get another turn. So I want to take advantage of Beatrix safeguard here. Perfect. So now if we drop them down, they will buff again, and then we can cleanse all those buffs, and then finally use our calls. I probably should have brought different calls, honestly. I just kind of went with what I'm used to bringing. But again, another fight with constant cleansing, which is a little obnoxious. Okay, there we go. Right on the money. And this is much better timing. We can shock and get rid of all of them. Perfect. And we have a Gab call left. Might as well just use it now. We can apply Jack in a little bit too. Let's get these debuffs back on so Shantotto can do follow-ups with the wind. Okay, perfect. Get Jack up. And I think Arciela has the Kurosame LD call left. I think she used the first one, if I'm not mistaken. Thunder Slash. Okay, we are trucking along here. We almost have B in the red. Pretty close. I don't like that I only have 2 of those. I know I can get one back later on. But yeah, I want to even this up. Get in the red. Okay. The orb is more than handled, so I'm not so worried about that. Okay. I don't know what buff you just put on, but let's get rid of it. Maybe I should have gotten Shantotto's high armor. Like, not high armor plus, but even just the base high armor. She doesn't even have that. I'm sure you could tell throughout the run, given her damage is stuck at 9s. In fact, the only person here... Why haven't I used this yet? What is wrong with me? Yeah, let's use this right now. Anyway, the only person on this team who has high armor is Beatrix, simply because of favoritism. Everybody else is just rocking their tier 2 armor at purple. But it's getting the job done. Again, these are characters I don't really use, so I'm not going to invest too much into them. Especially since I blew to 2 high armors yesterday. Poor Shantotto, I blew... Oh my god, Arciela. Holy shit. Okay, Beatrix. Save her. Protect her. Beautiful, okay. Yeah, poor Shantotto, I blued Terra's armor. I blued Noctis armor. I didn't even give Shantotto high armor at all. So unfair. Not like we need it. Look at that. Look at that. Beatrix keeping us safe. Beautiful. Awesome. Okay. I don't know how much we have left on this. Probably plenty. With that shock debuff. I forget what it's called. Is it like Rose Petal? Something? I don't remember the name of the Beatrix debuff. The one that triggers her follow-up attacks. Don't really remember it. I don't remember if I think it's, next time I reapply it. Pretty sure. I feel like she's been going a while with that up, so I feel like it could go at any second. Still capping, even though you resisted. The power of synergy. Okay, heal up, please. Alright, sweet. It's something. It's not much, but gets the job done. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Now you are hitting 400s. That's all you got. I think the Beatrix defense up is helping a lot there. Like a lot. Sweet. Would have been cool if Arciela was in there too, but it's okay. It's alright. 15 and 14, we're getting there. Let's heal her up just a little bit. So I don't like that all attack coming at us. I'm not sure if it's just brave or not. So I know sometimes they do that one where it's just, here's a brave attack and I gain like 40k brave or something stupid. So it could have been that one. We have 1 stun left. I feel like we don't need it yet. I'm more so looking at their recast gauge. Yeah, Advent of Trials. Yeah, that's the Brave attack. That's the one. Oh, but he only got 26 that time. Okay, okay. Another Klim. Out of order break, but that's fine. In fact, in this stage, depending on your team, breaking them out of order in certain situations might not be a bad idea, simply because of the sap orb, because you want them to get turns so that can get refreshed, because this orb doesn't go away once it comes up. It's not one of those that vanishes after certain thresholds. Once it's there to stay at the 69% threshold. From then until the end of the fight, you got to deal with it. We are more than dealing with it. Okay. Now it's not a good time to use the safeguard because there's no recast to worry about. Oh, you got 2 of them? But let's just hit both of you right now. Oh, she gets turn rate? Beautiful. I like the Shantotto gets pretty high turn rate off of pretty much everything she does, which is pretty cool, but it also means she can get spent kind of fast if your team isn't powerful enough. Like in this situation, she has 1 skill left and she's done. But they're about done too, so it's really not that big of a deal. Oh my god, that didn't kill the one on the left? Come on. That's gonna have to be up to Arciela because... yeah. That one's at 3. We gotta drop this wind. Do it twice. Okay. If this doesn't break or kill, we are dead. It broke and killed. Nothing to worry about. So, that was Equinox Aurora. Despite some minor criticisms, overall, I liked it. And I'm curious to see the teams that you guys ran for all this stuff, because I thought it was pretty cool. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you for watching.